So you got a sweep this weekend, but can you talk about that first game, how Luis Morrow got that grand slam hit?
That was the second game, game 2 of the series. I've never been a part of a game like that. Obviously, we're down 7 runs going into last inning, and one of those situations where honestly you're just trying to get the next guy to the plate. Really don't think you have a chance to win a game like that. That's not what we're built for. We told our guys that all along. We're built for 1 and 2 run ball games. We're not going to be a team that hits a lot of home runs and is able to come back from 5 or 6 runs down and stuff. We got to keep it close and have a chance to win the last innings.
So then you talk about the team's kind of built for those type of games, but over the last 3 games, almost 40-plus runs put up by the team, and so offensively the ball was just flying out of the park. And what do you kind of think went into that this week?
Well, a lot of it is when the wind's blowing out. It's quite a bit different at our park. We know that, but that's the biggest thing, is trying to keep our hitters staying focused on what our approach is. And our approach is not to hit home runs. It's to hit the ball the other way, hit hard line drives, not try to elevate too much and stuff. I think we only had 3 home runs this weekend, and obviously that's good. But for when the wind's blowing out at our park, I mean, I think Tarleton maybe had 6 to 8 home runs this weekend, somewhere around in there. That's. You can hit at our park when the wind's blowing out like that. So we expect a lot of runs. Our pitchers, I thought, did a phenomenal job this past weekend, being able to minimize big innings. I mean, Tarleton is a big, physical, powerful team, and we were really able to keep them off balance and do a really good job with our pitching staff.
It's so early in the year, but was this a big momentum builder for you, think?
I thought we played well, especially what I liked most about it is, I don't know if y'all saw, but we lost our starting shortstop, who's been one of our best players, Justice Nakagawa. We lost him in game 1, I believe it was, and we had to go, move Tommy Williams, who's a true freshman, over to shortstop, and he's been playing a lot of second. But then, Nelson Paredes came in and had an outstanding weekend. He's a guy that's had limited at-bats this entire year. And then Darius Carter also came in and had a huge weekend at third base for us. He started 3 of the 4 games, and really that's the best he's played all year. And really excited for those guys that stepped up off the bench and came in and did what we expected them to do.
Exactly. I was going to ask about Carter, and I mean, not only was he did a good job hitting the base, but you talk about limited at-bats. He came in with, I think, 3 hits on the season and came in and hit multiple doubles, as well as did very well defensively as well.
Yeah, I mean, he was really big in that game that we came back, game 2. He hit a ball off the wall in the last inning, but then also made some really good plays defensively. I mean, made a backhand diving play in game 3, I believe. He played really solid all weekend. It's something that we definitely like to see. We preach competition to our guys all the time. We want 2 guys at every position of equal talent to push each other, and that's kind of what they're doing right now. And when one guy has a bad weekend, the next guy steps up and takes over.
Talk about the upcoming weekend. Obviously, making the short drive this weekend down to Kingsville. Always a good baseball team. Just to talk about Kingsville.
Yeah, I mean, Kingsville's really talented. I mean, they're, I think, 12-2 right now, playing really good baseball. They're probably one of the better pitching teams in the conference. And Kingsville's a tough place to go and play. I think that we are built for going on the road a little bit more than what we have been the past couple of years. Kingsville, it's a tough offensive place. The ball doesn't carry as well. Kind of like what we saw in Fort Smith a couple weeks ago. The ball is just not going to travel there. We're going to really have to execute our small game, which is something that we're built for. We talk about all the time. It's playoff caliber baseball, and especially when you go on the road, you have to be able to do those type of things.